What's up, everyone, and welcome back to Rob's Gaming Table. Today on the table we have another KeyForge tournament video from Torchlight Games and Hobbies in Burlington, Ontario, Canada. Brought to you by these awesome supporters who back the channel over at patreon.com/Rob's Gaming Table. Thank you so much for the support. On the left, we have myself again in this match, and we got Lionel on the right. I'm playing Sanctum Brobnar Untamed. This was an Archon tournament, so it'll be the same deck you saw in the last video. Starting off with the Dust Pixie. And I'm super excited about that. And on the other side, Lionel has Brobnar. I think it's Brobnar, Dis, and Untamed. And he starts off with a Stealer of Souls, Toxin. We got Succubus there, reducing my card draw by 1. Assuming he sticks around. Toxin has the Reap. Your opponent discards a random card from their hand. And Stealer of Souls is after an enemy creature is destroyed. Fighting Stealer of Souls, purge that creature and gain 1 amber. So I'm sitting on the same table. This is a third round of this tournament. I did not record the first round, but I was still sitting in the exact same seat. At this point, I was 2-0. I didn't have to move. I was at table number 2 in one of the multiple rooms we played this tournament in. I believe there's like 18 players. The store has 2 floors that I know of, and there was a couple rooms upstairs full of players. Plus, on the main floor, there's a couple rooms full of players. So we're all spread around. So apologize for the lighting and the sound and whatnot. Just wasn't ideal conditions. Plus, we're playing on the giant mat now, so I had to use the fisheye view here on the camera so we could see the whole board. So I apologize for that. And it looks like last turn there, I went with Sanctum, threw out a bunch of knights, and used inspiration to ready and fight to kill Succubus there with the raiding knight. And now he's gone. Brobnar thrown down 3 artifacts. The Gauntlet of Command, I believe it's called, where you can ready and fight with a friendly creature. 2 war chests. Which is juicy. I have a deck myself that is 2 war chests, and man, if you can line that up, 2 turns of being able to gain 1 for each enemy creature that was destroyed during a fight. Wow, yeah, it's beautiful. We got Valdir out there who is dealing +2 damage while attacking an enemy creature on the flank. Yeah, it sounds like I'm tilted from the double war chests. Definitely just joking around. Lionel was a good guy, had some fun. Thanks for playing on camera, Lionel. And I was worried about playing Lionel. He was sitting at table number 1 the whole time, and he was crushing people in like 15 minutes. Fast, basically as fast as I was winning. And I knew we'd have to play each other eventually. And yeah, I knew his deck was fast. So in my mind, I just had to play fast. Not play fast, but whatever way would get me Amber and Forge Keys as fast as possible is what I mean. I felt like the game had a very short timer on it. So let's see if either of us can keep our win streak alive here. And since I didn't move the camera and it just stayed on the same table, I just filmed myself again here, since I didn't have to move. So it looks like I'm going Sanctum again. I played Take Hostages just for an Amber. Which Take Hostages for the remainder of time. Each time a friendly creature fights, it captures 1, but he has no Amber to capture. But I'm still going to fight with my Sanctum Knights there to try to whittle down his board. And just trading knights there to wipe his board. Protectrix is out there now. And the raiding knights, all that's left from Sanctum creatures. I'm at 3 Amber. He is at 0. So we got Brobnar again named on the other side. Valdir is out and play again. Ready and fight with Valdir. Killing Protectrix. Protectrix will hit back for 5. Putting Valdir 1 hit away from dying. And he's going to double War Chest to gain 2 Amber off of 1 creature being destroyed in a fight there. And you see that War Chest, if he can keep that going, it could be trouble. If you're new to the channel, please hit that subscribe button if you want to be notified when all videos are posted. Or when we go live, hit that alarm bell button beside the subscribe button. And if you like these KeyForge videos, help support the channel, click that like button. And if you notice any rules, goof-ups, or anything I missed, feel free to leave it in the comments below to help other players learn from these videos in the future. So, Dust Pixie on the attack here from Untamed, killing Valdir. Dust Pixie wrecking creatures. And we get a regrowth. This is the reason why I wanted to wreck Dust Pixie. Just to get the regrowth, play for an Amber, get Dust Pixie back to hand, and play it back out again for 2 more Amber. And Way of the Wolf gaining an Amber, giving Skirmish to the Raiding Knight. And I'm now at 7 with check for my first key. Hopefully I keep it that way, but we'll see. And over to Lionel here for his turn. And he's looking through my discard pile. I'm assuming it's for a mimicry. Usually when an untamed player asks for your discard pile, it has something to do with copying your actions. And he does name Untamed. And Hunting Witch coming into play. Murmook after that should gain an amber off the Hunting Witch. And then he plays, what's this guy called? Halicor, gaining another amber and a Stufflegator. So not a bad Hunting Witch turn. 5 amber, 1 away from check. He's looking through his own discard pile. I think he's debating copying. Yeah, he does Mimicry my Regrowth. And he'll gain an amber off that. Should put him in check. And he does not have an untamed creature to grab to get another amber off the Hunting Witch right now. But he is at check. And I think he put the Stealer of Souls or Succubus. One of those two. I think Succubus back in his hand. So I do forge a key for 7 because Murmook's out in play and giving me +1 cost on my keys. And now he has a big board of Untamed here. And Halicor there has a text on him. Each friendly flank creature gains Skirmish. So I'm going Brobnar, throwing down a smash. Stunning Snufflegator, who has Skirmish. Don't want to deal with that. And we have another smash on the other flank. I think he's going to stun Halicor, since he's given Skirmish to himself. And I throw out a Headhunter, who gains 1 amber after he fights. And I'm going to play Anger there to gain an amber. And it looks like I'm going to ready and fight with the Headhunter to kill a Murmook, which is a huge mistake looking at this now. I should have definitely killed that Hunting Witch. I don't know why I did that. And an Unguarded Camp gaining an amber. I have 2 creatures in excess, so I will capture 2 amber from him, and I can put them on 1 per creature. So I'll try to throw it on creatures who I think might stick around for a while. Slow my opponent down. And that does put him off check, which is nice. So no first key forged here. So I'm up 1 key, have 3 amber, and now I think he's sitting at 4 amber. And he's going to name Untamed. And yeah, that Hunting Witch still sitting out there is definitely going to cost me some amber, that's for sure. Assuming he plays more creatures before it's gone. And he plays a second Hunting Witch, which will get 1 amber off the first Hunting Witch. It's going to get rid of the 2 stuns. So those didn't last long. And he's going to play his own Regrowth, gaining an amber. He's going to get Murmook back in play, or in his hand, throwing him in play, getting 2 amber off both, 1 off each Hunting Witch. So yeah, you see how this Hunting Witch has definitely cost me 2 amber already, I believe. And now he takes his other Hunting Witch. I think he's debating fighting my Dust Pixie instead of reaping. He is going to fight my Dust Pixie and kill it. After he already saw me regrowth it back. I'm not sure why I went that route. And he does take a damage on the Hunting Witch, putting him at half health. And he's back at check. I think he's got 7 or 8 amber there in that pile of giant casino chips there, which is nice on video. They definitely can see them when they're on creatures and whatnot. When they're in a stack, it's a little harder, but at least with the camera from the side, we can kind of tell. Yeah, it's at least 8, I think. All right, so on the other side now, we got Brobnar playing a Sound the Horns, gaining an amber. Going to discard the top card off my deck until I find a Brobnar creature. And then I put it to hand once I do. Otherwise, if I run out of my deck, I stop. So it's a good way to fill my discard pile, I guess. As you see here. And I get a smash. He goes to hand. And we get a Looter Goblin in play. He's a rare in the deck, I believe. If you guys don't know Looter Goblin, after he reaps, he basically turns on an effect for me to gain an amber each time each time an enemy creature is destroyed for the remainder of the turn. And another smash in play there, stunning the Snufflegator again. But no Looter Goblin right now. He just came into play. but I'm still going to fight anyway. Killing one Hunting Witch. Headhunter dies. Probably should have fought with one of these smashes that hadn't taken damage yet. Or use that smash to hit somebody a little bigger. And the other Headhunter killed with a smash there. Not letting that keep going. Made the mistake leaving that Headhunter out for one extra turn. That's my pro tip today, guys. Kill those Headhunters ASAP. Or Hunting Witch, sorry. Hunting Witches. Kill those Hunting Witches ASAP is what I meant to say. And then I kill Murmulk there with the other smash at the top. He takes 3 damage. And now an Anger to gain an Amber. Ready and fight with a friendly creature. I'm going to choose the Raiding Knight, who's already readied, but I do as much as I can on the card, so now he gets to fight with Way of the Wolf, gaining Skirmish. Kills Halakor without taking any damage back. And he does have 4 power, so he's able to kill Halakor. And yeah, Lionel thought it was Way of the Bear, but it's actually Way of the Wolf with the Skirmish. And we're just checking its rarity there, because we both don't see it very often, so we're just curious. It isn't uncommon, for those who are curious. It's a great upgrade. So now he forges his first key. So we have both forged a key. I'm sitting at 5 Amber, though. He is at, I believe, 3, maybe 2. So he's going to play Dis. And we got a Tendrils of Pain, which I have to read there. It has play, deal 1 damage to each creature, then deal an additional 3 damage to each creature if your opponent forged a key on their previous turn, which did not happen. So just everyone gets a damage. I don't think that kills anything. And I believe Raiding Knight will block the one with his armor. So he's down to 1 armor left. He has 2, I believe. And we got 1 damage across on the Snufflegator. And he's going to use a Hand of Dees to destroy a creature that is not on the flank. Gets rid of that Raiding Knight, gains an Amber off him that was captured, and then gets rid of that Way of the Wolf. And Succubus is back in play. And he also played a Dominator Bauble artifact, which allows him to use a friendly creature for an action on a future Dis turn. I think he's sitting at 4 Amber. So I'm going to name Brobnar. I got 4 creatures in play. Why not? Use them up before they die. Reap with the Looter Goblin. Gain 1 Amber for reaping. Then I trigger that ability I read earlier where I gain an Amber each time an enemy creature is destroyed. He only has 2 out there, though. And my Brobnar guys have quite a bit of damage on them, so I might have to run them in there and trade creatures. But creatures aren't as important as the Amber. It's all about the Amber. So Smash runs into the Snufflegator, gaining an Amber off that. And looks like I can kill Succubus with a Smash there. Only taking 3, putting that Smash away, 1 away from dying. But I do gain another 1 off the Looter Goblin's ability. And we get a Reap with the other Smash. And a Troll in play. And then I have 4 excess creatures. So I gain an Amber off playing that action, Unguarded Camp. And I capture 4 Amber, 1 for each creature. And it looks like I'm sitting at check with 10 Amber. And he's going to go Dees. Charette's going to come in, capture 3, leaving me at 7. Still in check, which is good. And he plays a second Dominator Bauble. And an Arise to get back all of his untamed creatures. Arise with 2 Hunting Witches. Oh my. So he should be able to get to his next key pretty quickly. Alright, so I'm forging my second key. I got Charette holding 3 of my Amber. I have 4 untamed creatures on the board. Can't keep fighting with them, though, because now they're holding Amber my opponent needs. And now knowing he can really get some Amber going with his Untamed there. So I go Untamed myself, play Flaxia. I definitely have more creatures, so I gain 2 Amber. And a Fuzzy Gruin, gaining 2 for me for playing it, and giving my opponent 1. And a Nature's Call, gaining an amber off playing that action, returning up to 3 creatures to their owner's hands, which is a nice way to get Charette out of play there, which should have went to hand, not left play. But my opponent, I think, just put him in his discard pile. That was a mistake there. I didn't catch that while we were playing. And then I play Flaxia and Fuzzy Gruen again to gain another 5 amber. Ancient Bear comes out there. My opponent gets another amber off Fuzzy Gruen, and I'm sitting on a pile of amber. That turn was kind of gross. Sitting at 13 amber. Not playing against shadows, so I feel okay about that.
Really? Yeah. I was just trying to be so
And I got a shuffle there to draw up. It sounds like that's game. Even with the double hunting witches. Yeah, it's not enough, Lionel tells me there. Alright, guys. Thank you for being here. If you want to donate to the channel, click the link in the description below. Head on over to Patreon. Thank you to everyone that supports the channel. But if you don't want to donate, at least hit subscribe and slap that like button. Those are free. Supports the channel. And share the videos around on social media for me. That'll help the channel grow. But thanks a lot for being here watching. I'll see you in the next one.